Hey everybody, I'm Ethan Quant,
And I'm Zakel Quant.
and we're the Quants. For real, for real. She got papers saying
Okay,
she's
you don't
Quant.
gotta say that every time you introduce me.
I just saying, like, you got a passport.
I recently got my passport renewed after 6 years of marriage, where my name has been changed to Quant.
Officially.
Yeah.
So we could go through, like, border control together now.
We always did.
I know.
What are we
Anyway.
doing today?
So, in celebration? Yeah, and celebration.
Are you celebrating?
No, I mean, is it something else? Is
Yeah,
it like in
we're-
commemoration?
No, we're celebrating our sixth, that's crazy, our sixth wedding anniversary,
Yeah.
and October 19th. And we decided to do 6 lessons we have learned from 6 years of marriage.
Yep.
So even though Ethan could take all 6 of these on his own because he got a lot to say, we are going to do 6 combined. So I'll do 3 and he'll do 3. He'll go back. We don't know what each other's going to say. So hopefully I made a few extra lessons just in case you take one of mine. But that's the idea. We're going to share 6 lessons we've learned from 6 years of marriage. Ethan, you go first.
No, you go first. Ladies first.
Period. Okay. So, first lesson I have learned from 6 years of marriage is to communicate often and openly. Have the tough conversations, they matter. Learn how to communicate effectively. It is literally the foundation of everything connected to your marriage. And so that's something we learned even pre-marriage. And that's something that I think I continue to grow and develop in our marriage.
That's awesome. Good stuff. I got to reevaluate my own. So a lesson that I learned during 6 years of marriage is the importance of continuing to grow as an individual. I think it's super important. So often we get caught up and we lose our individuality in the marriage, because as you continue to grow as an individual and add value to yourself, you inadvertently add value to the relationship.
So the next lesson that I have learned in 6 years of marriage is to continue to have fun. I think a lot of times we hear people, at least I've had conversations with people that treat marriage like it's this like daunting like thing you have to tolerate and it's boring, and it's like, it doesn't have to be that. I think you have to be intentional about making your marriage fun, having fun together, doing fun things, and not just, getting wrapped up in your mundane day-to-day. I think you have to be intentional about having fun. There's a quote that I love that says, don't get so caught up making a living that you forget to make a life. Like, I love that because, like, yes, life is meant to be enjoyed and lived. And so sometimes we do get caught up, especially as entrepreneurs, in our day-to-day and building the businesses and doing all the things. But it's important to be intentional about enjoying life and having fun.
I love that.
I know.
Another lesson that I've learned over 6 years of marriage is that there's no need for you to feel guilty about prioritizing your needs. I think, the general message for a lot of married people is that, you have to cater to the needs of your partner. You have to take into consideration their needs. While that's true, it doesn't mean that you have to do that in absence of taking care of your needs and prioritizing your needs as well. That is another lesson that I've learned over 6 years of marriage, that, you should not have to feel guilty, or you should not feel guilty about prioritizing your needs.
I like that. Another lesson that I have learned in 6 years of marriage is that not every comment, every statement is the start of an argument, and not every comment, every statement is it's not a war. We're on the same team. And so sometimes checking the temperature, giving your partner the space and respectfully allowing them to voice their opinions, knowing when to de-escalate the situation and not add fuel to that fire is important, because at the end of the day, you don't want to say stuff you can't take back. You don't want to say stuff you don't really mean because your, emotions are taking over. I think knowing that and evaluating, the conversation and where it's headed, being able to kind of navigate and know when to not add fuel to that fire is important, because the relationship and the marriage is more important than winning the argument or getting your point across.
I like that.
I know.
Another lesson that I've learned in 6 years of marriage is that love actually is and should be conditional. And what I mean is that, my role as husband is to provide, protect, proclaim. I should expect that if I am not fulfilling those roles or those duties as the Kel's husband, that she should not love me unconditionally because I am not fulfilling what my role is. I am not honoring my duties and responsibilities within the marriage, which is to provide, protect, and proclaim. And so that's a lesson that I've learned, that love is and should be conditional.
That's deep.
Like the Pacific Ocean.
All right. That is 6 lessons we have learned in 6 years of marriage. I gave my 3. Ethan gave his 3. I'm sure we have a lot more that we could share. But I think the most important lesson that I have learned is that love is a choice. It's not just a feeling. You make a decision to love someone, and that decision comes with intentional effort and energy placed into keeping that love alive. You as individuals are going to continue to grow. You should continue to grow, evolve, change, and that requires intentional effort in the areas that we talked about just now and in other areas as well. But it does require intention. It's a decision. It's not just a feeling. It's not just, people say, love is just this feeling and you just know. No, you decide. It is connected to feeling, but it's not solely feeling. And I think we've made the decision 6 years ago to lock in, even though Ethan said it was,
Yeah.
He said I nudged him a little bit, whatever. Either way.
Ultimatum.
Either way, we are
what
here.
What we doing? Or
this
else.
is what you want to put on our anniversary video?
We here.
Oh, gosh. Okay. We are here.
You know how much people ain't make it to 6 years? We here.
We ain't reach. We here.
We here. We ain't there. We ain't with them.
But yes, we are grateful. I am grateful for 6 years of marriage with you. I'm grateful to have known you for almost 10 years. Oh, 10 years. I've known you for 10 years.
I have known you too.
Stop that.
What? I said I've known you for 10 years. What's wrong with that?
I am grateful to have known you for 10 years, being married to you for 6, and I am grateful for everything that you do for us and for our marriage, and I'm grateful for just who you are as a person as well. Being connected to you as your wife, as your friend, as your partner in life has been amazing, and I'm excited for another 600,000 years ahead because I can live long.
All the lifetime.
I can live long. Yeah. I will love you in this lifetime and beyond.
Well, as far as expressions of gratitude, I am grateful that I've had the opportunity to witness the beautiful woman that you have grown into. I met you as a young 21-year-old biddy, and just to see how you have matured, how you have grown, how you have just evolved over the last 10 years. It's beautiful to see how more sure of yourself you are. And, it's like I watch you and every day, like, I pinch myself and I'm like, wow, I both flex by your husband.
Period.
Full stop, exclamation mark.
Heart emoji. That's, yeah.
Oh, I gotta do it like that.
Your hand too big.
All right, that's pretty much
That was
it.
very sweet. That was very sweet. That was very sweet.
That was sweet.
Thank you. See, I tear up a little bit.
That's what it is?
Yeah.
In allergies.
That was baby.
It does. Allergies. All right, that's it. If you have any lessons of marriage that you have learned over the however many years you've been married, like drop something in the comments. And if you want to find out a little bit more about what it takes to have a healthy and successful marriage, thriving from the Quants, let us know in the comments as well. And yeah, do that.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Peace. All right. Awesome job, guys. Awesome job. Thank you so much. That was incredible.